Welcome to the Plush Toy Showcase. In this video, we'll be taking a look at the Keel Toys Signature Cuddle Husky Puppy. Now this is the 37cm version. And straight away, just look at his cute face. He's got lovely blue eyes and his face is just adorable. But first, let's have an overview of this puppy. So that's the front. That's the side. That's the back. Other side, the top, and the bottom. Now, like I mentioned earlier, this is the 37cm version, but if you want the actual measurements, so if you measure from the tip of his nose right down to the base of his tail, you're probably looking at 12.5, almost 13 inches there, depending on how far into the tail you go. Which is about 34 centimeters. If you count the tail as well, you're looking at around 43 centimeters, or about 17 inches. So he's quite a long toy. If he's sitting up, from his head down to the bottom, you're looking at about 9.5 inches. Or about 24 centimeters. If he's lying down, he'll be a little bit smaller. So that's about 7.5 inches, which is about the 20 centimeter mark. And he may be a bit smaller depending on how far he's leaning. But he's quite a nice overall sized toy. Now let's go into his features. And straight away, just look at that adorable face. He is just a really cute husky puppy. And part of that, which makes it, is of course those beautiful blue eyes. They sort of glisten in the light, and he's got nice plastic eyelids there as well. Very lovely eyes, and they really pop on the white fur. Now his face here, he's got several different kinds of fur. So he's got this kind of nice fur looping around his eyes going onto his muzzle here. Then he's got fur underneath that's going down to his belly. That's a different kind of length. It's a more creamier colored fur. And of course then he's got the grey fur on top of his head here. So it's a very nice combination fur, and it definitely makes him look like a husky. His ears are also slightly different, so the insides are like a very short fur material, and they've got a bit of colouring around the edges there. And on the back they are more of a darker kind of grey colour, which is a bit longer as well. The fur is a little bit longer, but it's still really nice and soft. Same with the other ear. And that's also a different thing with the fur, is like the grey fur here is a much more coarser fur, but it's still very soft to touch. It's nice and to pat. But the white fur is incredibly soft. Like this white fur is incredibly soft to touch. And going into his muzzle here, he's got a lovely muzzle. And that's got a nice nose there as well, and he's also got a little bit of colorations around his nose. Of course, you can see the outline of where his mouth is as well. And then from this fur, it goes more into the other fur, which leads down into his belly there. And it's the same with his arms here. So it's got sort of like, you've got a lovely nice grey fur, which goes into the nice white fur, which covers his paws. And where his claws would be, he's got a nice little coloration there as well. He's also got plastic pellets inside his paws, so they do add a bit of weight to them as well. It's the same with the other leg there as well. And same with his back legs as well. And this fur is lovely and soft. Going into his belly here, it's got a bit longer fur, and like it's not quite as white as his legs and his muzzle. It's a bit more of a cream color, but it's still nice and soft. It's a bit more coarser compared to this one, because this is really nice and soft fur. But again, it's very more similar to the grey one, but they still a different texture. And he's also got plastic pellets in his butt here and a little bit in his belly, and this is just to add a bit of weight, and it also helps him sit properly as well. Now the rest of his body's got this coarser grey fur, which is still nice and soft, but it's definitely not as soft as the white one. But it really looks nice. It gives him that kind of signature husky look, and it is nice to pat as well. He's got a nice tail here, and this is a combination of the kind of grey fur on top and the white fur underneath, which leads into his belly. It's padded, but you can waggle it. Now this guy is very floppy, very kind of floppy. You can kind of play with him. He can jump around. You know, you can sort of lean him on your arm, for instance. He's very playable, and part of this is also with the pellets. It makes him a bit more heavier, so he feels more like a realistic puppy because he's a bit weighted, especially his paws there. If you want to shake his paws or give him a wave, he can do that. He can also sit up quite nicely, so he can sit up like that. He can also lie down if you just kind of push him forward. That's him lying down. Now he's a very soft little toy. He's got some nice padding in him, even his body. So very cuddly if you wanted to cuddle this guy. And he is very soft, so he's also very patable. You can easily stroke him, give him a little bit of a pat. And why wouldn't you? Just look at that little adorable face. Can you resist that little face? He is just so cute. And he looks like a husky puppy as well, so they've done a really good job at making him look like a husky. But this is a very good quality toy. Keel has done a very good job with him. He looks really cute. He's really soft to kind of pat and play with. And just a really high quality overall toy. But yeah guys, that was the Keel Toys Signature Cuddle Husky Puppy, the 37cm version. It's a really cool puppy, and yeah, if you like puppies and you want like huskies as well, then this is definitely a toy you should be looking at. Anyway guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please hit that like button as it helps out a lot. Feel free to subscribe as I'll have heaps more plush toys up very shortly. While you're at it, hit that notification button and share this video with your friends. Thanks again for watching guys. I'll see you in the next one.